So, part of being an internet creator is about not really internet digital creator, period. You're tied into your technology in a lot of ways, and even though like artists could draw on, any notebook, and writers can write on any notebook, and you can plan out events, a large portion of all the stuff you work on is going to be like internet stuff. Like it's gonna be connected. Like you gotta get your links right. You gotta, do all that stuff. So today we spent a good day, part of today, trying to get our router to work for the internet, and then going to a store for a local internet provider and getting a new router, but then coming home and our old router wouldn't work. And the story goes is that we couldn't get it verified because they had the wrong phone number, and then we couldn't get it verified for them to change it digitally because they were like, well, you're giving us the wrong number. It's the number we got. It's the wrong one. And it's like, well, you wrote that number down. We didn't write that number down. So they had written down the wrong number. And so it took us like an hour on the phone before we finally got it straight. And then afterwards, like, finally got it straight and everything. And then after that, like, finally, like, after getting everything all set, Mark can get on the net, and I can get on my phone, but I can't get on my laptop. So, I don't know. And I've looked up 100 different things online, and nothing's working. Like, I can't see the router. And I restarted and rebooted everything, and it's still not showing up for me to choose it. So, it's, like, really frustrated, and it's frustrating. I've been creating content online for the longest time. I think the first thing I ever posted online was probably a short story in like high school. So it was a long time ago. But like, I think it was the first time I posted like a short story online. But it's been forever, and I still don't know shit about technology. I still don't know shit about like how to deep dive and figure out just basic stuff. And it brings me back to when people ask me like how to use Photoshop or even how to use Microsoft Word very well, and I'm like, I can use it for what I do. I can't really like do tutorials or anything like that to explain it to anybody. And that takes a special certain kind of skills. And there are a lot of really great tutorials online. I wish there were more for using like Movie Studio Platinum and stuff like that, because most of it's for After Effects and stuff like that, Premiere. But there's so many, and like the After Effects and Premiere stuff you can get if you use like a digital editing program and doing effects. Like if you watch stuff like that, maybe it can twist in your head the ways like, oh, I can do it if I do this. So those are still very good to watch. But there's like tutorials for just about anything online. But the only tutorial you probably won't find online is how to deal with when you're a creator in a digital age, how to deal when the digital doesn't work. It can be very frustrating, and you'll find yourself, instead of going to those notebooks and just writing in them or drawing in them or working on ideas or something offline, you'll find yourself just more or less just like ranting, panting, just angry that you can't get the technology to work for you. But that's all we can do now. Like we gotta make sure that when that side gets frustrating, which that side is always frustrating, especially now that the government's really basically taking the internet from being something that was really great for independent artists and businesses, and the government's taking that and basically handing it to big business. So it's fucking the rest of us off slowly. And it's going to be harder and harder for us to be able to use the internet like we are now. When probably 5 years from now, as far as people are predicting, like I wouldn't be able to upload a video like this on my phone. It would be too expensive for me to do that on my phone. and services that are free now that we use daily, minute by minute, with stuff like Twitter, where people are checking all the time, checking. You're not gonna do that. It's going to go back to the days of when you're online and you like had maybe 5 hours a week to do work.